Few characters are as fascinating and yet so underestimated as Narcissa Malfoy. While many readers identify with iconic figures like Luna, Harry, and even Snape, whose heroic journeys and sacrifices left indelible marks on the narrative, it is impossible to ignore the complexity of Narcissa. Although she may not necessarily be an admirable person in moral terms, her construction as a character is truly remarkable. The cunning and intelligence of Narcissa Malfoy only fully reveal themselves when we meticulously analyze her actions throughout the series and contextualize them with her family history. She not only deceived the fearsome Dark Lord, but also skillfully manipulated everyone around her, playing a crucial role in the saga's outcome. In this essay, we will delve deeply into Narcissa's journey, exploring how she masterfully navigated the turbulent waters of the wizarding world, protecting her family while ensuring her own survival. To truly understand Narcissa's genius, it is essential to examine her origins as a member of the noble and ancient House of Black. She grew up in an environment that valued, above all, the purity of magical blood. The Blacks were known for their fervent devotion to the ideology of wizarding supremacy, going so far as to disinherit or banish family members who dared to challenge these deeply ingrained beliefs. Narcissa and her sisters, Andromeda and Bellatrix, were raised under the crushing weight of these expectations. According to her family, "Our family is the noble and most ancient House of Black. All of you will contribute to maintaining the pure magical lineage. If you do not obey or agree with our precepts, you will be banished from this house and stripped of your rights as members of the Black family. Understood?" These words, likely repeated countless times during the sisters' childhood, illustrate the oppressive environment in which Narcissa was forged. The fate of the three Black sisters is a fascinating study of how individuals can react in drastically different ways to the same environment. Andromeda, the rebel, chose love over tradition by marrying the Muggle-born Ted Tonks and was consequently exiled from the family. Bellatrix, on the other hand, fervently embraced the family ideology, marrying Rodolphus Lestrange, a marriage seemingly devoid of love, and dedicating her life to the cause of blood purity and service to the Dark Lord. Narcissa, however, demonstrated remarkable cunning in navigating this minefield of family and social expectations. She achieved what seemed impossible, finding a balance between meeting her family's demands and pursuing her own desires. Her marriage to Lucius Malfoy was a masterstroke. Lucius was not only a pure-blood wizard from a respected family, but also someone for whom Narcissa genuinely cared. Thus, she satisfied her parents' expectations and those of the pure-blood community while ensuring her own personal happiness. This ability of Narcissa to reconcile smart choices with those that brought her personal satisfaction is a recurring theme in her trajectory. She repeatedly demonstrated that pragmatism and emotion do not need to be mutually exclusive. It is plausible to assume that her initial choice of Lucius was motivated by practical considerations, but she remained open to the possibility of a genuine emotional bond, which eventually developed. Narcissa's behavior during Voldemort's rise and reign is particularly revealing of her cunning. While Lucius became increasingly entrenched in serving the Dark Lord, Narcissa maintained a stance of silent support. She never openly declared her loyalty to Voldemort, nor officially joined the Death Eaters. This calculated ambiguity allowed her to maintain a privileged position within Voldemort's inner circle without fully committing to his cause. Narcissa's decision not to receive the Dark Mark is a crucial point in her survival strategy. Although the exact reasons for this choice remain a mystery, it is clear that she managed to maintain a unique position, close enough to have access to crucial information, but distant enough to avoid the harshest consequences if the tide were to turn. This ambiguous position was fundamental to her ability to protect her family and eventually contribute to Voldemort's downfall. Narcissa's presence in Voldemort's inner circle, even without being an official Death Eater, is a testament to her ability to manipulate situations to her advantage. Voldemort, known for his demand for absolute loyalty, allowed Narcissa to occupy this unique position. This suggests that he recognized her strategic value. Her value to Voldemort was not necessarily due to her own loyalty, but rather the control her presence exerted over Lucius. Lucius, aware that any betrayal on his part could put Narcissa at risk, was effectively bound to Voldemort's cause. This complex dynamic illustrates how Narcissa, even in an apparently vulnerable position, managed to exert a subtle but powerful influence over the events around her. Her ability to remain calm and composed in situations of extreme danger, speaking only words of support when necessary and never openly opposing Voldemort's wishes, demonstrates exceptional self-control and emotional intelligence. Narcissa's maternal love for Draco emerges as a driving force in her actions, especially during the most critical moments of the saga. When Draco is tasked with the seemingly impossible mission of assassinating Albus Dumbledore, Narcissa immediately recognizes the mortal danger her son is in. Her decision to seek help from Severus Snape, despite the risks involved, reveals not only her unconditional love for Draco, but also her ability to act decisively in crisis situations. The scene in which Narcissa convinces Snape to make the unbreakable vow is a crucial moment that demonstrates her cunning and determination. She not only ensures Draco's protection, but also places Snape in a position where he is compelled to act in her favor, regardless of his own inclinations. This act of skillful manipulation shows how Narcissa is able to use the tools at her disposal, in this case, Snape's sense of honor and duty, to achieve her goals. The climax of Narcissa's journey occurs in the Forbidden Forest during the final confrontation between Harry Potter and Voldemort. In this pivotal moment, Narcissa makes a decision that alters the course of history. She lies to Voldemort, declaring that Harry is dead when in fact he is still alive. This action, motivated by her desperate desire to find Draco, demonstrates not only her courage, but also her ability to quickly assess a situation and act decisively. Narcissa's lie to Voldemort is an act of supreme betrayal, but also a brilliant strategic move. By doing so, she not only protects Harry Potter, but also positions herself favorably in the event of Voldemort's eventual defeat. She understands that this act of mercy toward Harry will not go unnoticed, thereby ensuring possible clemency for her and her family in the future. Narcissa's calculation proves correct. After Voldemort's fall, she and her family escape severe punishment, largely due to this crucial action. Her ability to foresee the long-term consequences of her actions and act accordingly is a testament to her strategic intelligence and deep understanding of human nature. Narcissa Malfoy's trajectory in the Harry Potter saga is a fascinating study of survival, adaptation, and the power of maternal love. She demonstrates that it is possible to navigate morally ambiguous situations without completely losing one's humanity. Her ability to remain true to her personal values, primarily her love for her family, while skillfully maneuvering through the complexities of the wizarding world, makes her one of the most intriguing and well-constructed characters in the series. Narcissa Malfoy serves as a powerful reminder that people are rarely entirely good or evil, but are instead complex products of their circumstances, choices, and relationships. Her journey illustrates how even those who seem to be on the wrong side of history can play crucial roles in its outcome. In the end, it is Narcissa's love for her son that proves stronger than any loyalty to causes or ideologies, echoing the series' central theme of the transformative power of love. In conclusion, the brilliance of Narcissa Malfoy's character lies in her complexity and nuance. She is not a heroine in the traditional sense, nor is she an unequivocal villain. Instead, she is a shining example of how morally ambiguous characters can add depth and richness to a narrative. Her journey reminds us that even in times of war and conflict, the human capacity to love and protect those dear to us can transcend ideological barriers and change the course of history. By analyzing Narcissa Malfoy, we are invited to look beyond superficial appearances and consider the complex motivations that drive people's actions. Her story teaches us about the importance of adaptability, emotional intelligence, and the ability to make difficult choices in extreme circumstances. In the end, Narcissa Malfoy emerges not only as a survivor, but as a pivotal figure in the resolution of the central conflict of the Harry Potter saga, proving that even the most unlikely characters can play crucial roles in the battle between good and evil. However, it is worth remembering that although Narcissa Malfoy altered the course of history by not revealing to Voldemort that Harry Potter was alive and subsequently fleeing the Battle of Hogwarts, this did not make her a good person. According to the author, Narcissa never abandoned her prejudices and elitist beliefs about blood purity. Before concluding, I would like to thank you for watching the video and joining me on this magical journey through the Harry Potter universe. It is always a pleasure to share this incredible world with such passionate fans. Remember, the magical world of Harry Potter will always hold a special place for each of us, witches and wizards alike. No matter how many times we return to Hogwarts, there are always new lessons to learn, friendships to cherish, and magic that continues to surprise us. Don't forget to subscribe, and until next time,